Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we actually have some pretty fun news to go talk about over here and kind of the future of the Xbox. Now, if you guys have missed it, there's been a really intriguing brand new announcement that came out as of today, and it's actually been in regards to something we're actually doing a proper combination slash business slash collaboration with as of right this second. But it kind of goes to show that Xbox is doing some crazy new technology that's actually kind of groundbreaking, I would say, in my opinion, and as well kind of just going and, well, just expanding out like the literal ocean when it comes to them trying to get brand new things and brand new people on the Xbox ecosystem, Gamepass, and everything else in between. So it's actually some very nifty news, some good drama, and a lot of stuff all throughout this for the Xbox. So if you guys will sit back, relax, and enjoy, and as well make sure you guys are subscribed. We also do have, like I said, an ongoing promotions right now with the brand new Meta Quest, which I'm actually going to even touch on throughout this video. That is linked down below if you guys want to check out the pre-order with a lot of really cool benefits over here for Best Buy and all the various different types and levels of gigabytes too as well. And well, something that's actually kind of cool, at least in my mind. I've always had the idea of like VR2, so link down below. And of course, the Twitter and Twitch stream down below if you guys want to hang out and chill. We're probably live up on Twitch right now. So sorry for a slightly longer intro, but this is actually some very nifty news. So as you guys do or do not know, Game Pass, the cloud, and everything else has been kind of the big major focus of Microsoft and Xbox. Microsoft makes a lot of money, same with Amazon, on a lot of their cloud hosting basically services. They try to go host up different types of websites or games or servers or whatever it might be, and Microsoft is, well, no one against that, where they have a lot of churning coming out for the money they make and everything else in between. But one big thing to note is that right now, the brand new hardware is actually the proper combination with Xbox. So the Xbox Cloud Gaming is now coming to the Meta Quest 3 in December. Now, this may not be like the biggest news if you guys are not the most familiar with VR or familiar with even want to get one, although I do recommend it, like I keep on saying. Link down below. You guys might see a few community posts and stuff like that on the channel. But a big thing to note is that this is like the next big iteration and a massive big partnership. So basically Microsoft and, well, also Facebook coming and working together to basically combine their gaming division. This is probably huge news if you guys just hear that last sentence alone. Once again, literally Meta, aka Facebook, and also Xbox, aka Microsoft, putting together is a big next step in gaming. We saw some of the big announcements and calls. We also see the Game Pass over here on xCloud Gaming, which will also once again be bolstered from the idea of VR. Now, I'm not really sure how much of you guys are actually then in tune with VR, because even the PlayStation VR 2 was kind of, well, not the best receptive when it came to my channel, but as well also just in general, we didn't see that many people buying it. But overall, kind of curious on your thoughts. So the next generation of the Meta Quest hardware is here, and Meta announced a bunch of software news alongside the Quest 3 VR headset hardware reveal at its Connect conference. One such announcement was the debut of Microsoft's Xbox Cloud Gaming service on the Meta Quest 3, which is actually a huge bond for fans of the Facebook owners' mixed reality gear. So once again, this is a huge announcement, which is why it's even cool if you guys do want to go check it out and just creep on for the pre-orders for Best Buy, but as well because it's also just expanding out the ecosystem. Like a good example for this, we talked about this a lot when it came out. Samsung is also trying to go and be in partnerships with Xbox. They want to go and have the Samsung TVs. They literally have Game Pass built into their TVs, so even if you don't have an Xbox or a PC or whatever, it incentivizes you to go get a controller, and as well also incentivizes you to go get Game Pass, because it's literally built into the hardware you're already using. Now, VR is mostly, I would say, gamers. I know a lot of folks in my Twitch stream who obviously like the games and will play the games and have headsets for it, like mainly for games, because they are gamers, but at the same time, there's probably going to be people up here on Facebook who use Facebook and hear about VR, or just VR enthusiasts who may not even play video games in general, who are also an untapped market for general actual gaming or Xbox gaming. I know a lot of folks that are also on PC, like mainly specifically PC users who enjoy VR, or people who use things like VR chat, etc. And those are the people that are probably perfect to try to go get into Game Pass and the Game Pass ecosystem. And you can kind of tell with this with like the TVs, like Xbox gaming on your Samsung TV. That's a big deal. Xbox gaming, cloud gaming on your VR headset. Once again, a big deal. Xbox Game Pass on your phone. That is a big deal. Xbox Game Pass on your Switch in the future, if they can make it happen. That is a big deal. So the Xbox Cloud Gaming implementation in the Quest resembles a lot of how Apple showed its own vision for mixed reality with the Vision Pro headset. It's primarily a virtual screen that can float in either a virtual or mixed reality space, which appears to be repositionable and resizable, but which basically works exactly as you'd expect an Xbox game to work with a large TV. This is a key acknowledgement of the part of Meta that while immersive, native gaming is undoubtedly a draw for users too. So 2 is a more traditional gaming experience that basically just benefits from taking place in your own private face mounted theater. A lot of like kind of word garbage over there a little bit on the article itself, but at the same time, it's cool. Meta CEO Mark Zuckerberg noted that it'll arrive at sometime in December, but didn't provide a more specific date and when to expect the launch. So as you guys could probably go and pick up on the news for this one, this is insanely cool. It's just the idea that a lot of games are kind of lackluster on VR. Like, that's just a truth. There's a few cool games like a Beat Saber, Half-Life Alyx. Like, those are cool. Like, we like these. There's also like some cool games that have been ported, like Fallout games have been on the VR. But one of the bigger things is you want to have more games. And as well, if you're already spending a higher premium on things such as $500 on a VR headset, whether it's the PSVR 2 or even like the MetaQuest, it still costs a lot of money. So if you could have this integrated with Game Pass, it just makes the entire system better. It just makes everything just seamless. Like, it makes sense. Like, if you're going to be having a gaming hardware console that doesn't have its own individual player base, so say like a VR headset, like they're not really making their own games. So why not go have a partnership with Game Pass, because they're offering. They want like the double whammy. They want the subscriptions, and obviously we have something like Meta that wants more people using it. So it's kind of like a win-win on both their sides. Like, this partnership in my mind is actually kind of groundbreaking. I don't think that many folks have even kind of talked about that too much. And I do think like the idea of like, let's say PlayStation and Apple, who were doing things on the iPhone and trying to go integrate PlayStation games and utilizing PlayStation 5 controllers, sometimes these like either subtle nods and connections make sense. It almost kind of seems like there's a weird back end kind of deal where it's like Facebook and Xbox and Microsoft versus Apple and PlayStation. You kind of have like the general peoples, quote unquote peoples, companies like Facebook and Xbox, quote unquote peoples, again. But then part two of that is also for, say, PlayStation. You have Apple that wants to have that premium, that nice, like, it's clean, everything looks good. And while you also have PlayStation that wants to have that clean, they have their ecosystem. They want everyone playing things that like fun, like, Crunchyroll and Funimation, or having PS Plus and having other various types of like PlayStation VR 2. And it kind of makes a lot of sense because right now Apple doesn't really have a VR technically, and it's kind of like an intriguing concept all around. So it almost kind of seems like we have these big backroom deals. I'm kind of rambling, but I think it's kind of nifty to see. And I do think Xbox did a really cool idea with this one. And it also kind of makes me want to go get a MetaQuest a little bit more. And so I keep an eye on the promotion down below. So if you guys do want to go check that one out for the pre-orders and get the stuff and benefits, that is linked down below in the how link on both Facebook and also up on Facebook itself. If I had a Facebook, maybe. Also on the description and comment section down below. Some little side stuff too as well. We also had a little bit of an Xbox error, funny enough, where some folks were kind of sad. Where Octopath Traveler 2, which looked like a fantastic game. I never checked it out, but if it was on Game Pass, I probably would, or will in the future. But basically, they had a random listing for the Octopath Traveler 2 that was apparently an error. It's a little bit on the sad side because the Tokyo Game Show, it was revealed that Octopath 2 was officially coming to the Xbox. A lot of folks were asking about it, talk about it. And after skipping Microsoft console at launch, during the team's broadcast, it was simply confirmed for the platform. However, a new Xbox Wire post seems to suggest that the Square Enix JRPG is heading to Game Pass as well. So people saw it. People were expecting this. They wanted to see it on Game Pass. But then, sadly, it seemed like that actually got removed as well. So they had to go and change that wording to like just being coming to Xbox rather than anything else, which makes me a little bit on the sadder side, to be fully honest. But yeah, I just want more JRPG games. I want more Japanese-style games. We kind of talked about this in a separate video, so I'm kind of happy on that all around. Now, we also have some big stuff really quick over here for the Ubisoft CEO explaining why they wanted to go and sell, or more so get the Activision Cloud rights from Xbox. And if you guys have kind of missed this, they wanted to get the cloud gaming hosting from this big Activision deal. So back in August, it was revealed that Microsoft had struck a deal for Ubisoft to buy the cloud gaming rights to Activision Blizzard titles. And now Ubisoft CEO Yves Guillemot has revealed what pushed us to go forward with the deal. Speaking of the Financial Times this week, Guillemot enthused about the potential of the cloud in the future, suggesting that the rise of cloud gaming will eventually be similar to when Netflix decided to enter the world of streaming. We strongly believe in the next 5 to 10 years, many games will be streamed and will also be produced in the cloud. That's what pushed us to go forward with this Microsoft deal. And I kind of agree. Like, a good example is that we are literally seeing the cloud gaming right here, or on the TVs as we talked about. So any type of big CEO seeing this, it's kind of like the future of gaming. As our internet gets better, like 5G, 6G gets better, we have more hardware devices that can run it. Think like phones. Now, I'm not a really big phone gamer, but many kids are. Like, maybe the younger generation might be. So for me, I'm like, yo, that's cool. I'm okay to roll with this. I want this. Like, this is a good vibe. Like, I mean, I will probably use it more on my PlayStation 6 or my PC, but cloud gaming, cloud streaming is an important part of the world. So Ubisoft CEO also mentioned that although it's taking a while for cloud gaming to catch on, he believes it'll happen very quickly, and I kind of agree. I think whenever we hit that really, really nice concept, I guess, of whenever it's active, like everyone can use it, everyone likes it, I'll be guys. And even like PS Plus and Xbox are kind of doing their very first iterations. Give it like iteration like 3, or like I said, maybe even next console generation. It'll probably be a really big seller as long as all these gaming subscription services are good. So a lot of stuff to talk about. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you guys are subscribed with notifications on. Definitely check out the MetaQuest deal throughout the next few days. Those will be linked down below. I don't say I appreciate you guys all so much for checking those on out, especially if you guys are interested in the MetaQuest. Seems really cool, especially with this new news as well. We have the Twitter and Twitch room down below if you guys want to follow. We'll definitely be doing some cool Twitch stuff too, so check that on out. Link down below, and give me your thoughts and comments as well.